Alright, so we're back, and if you just watched how to make a WordPress website with Sydney, our original video, then you'll have a website pretty much like this one. Maybe your own text or your own images, but you know how to make all these features, and you can pretty much consider it a complete website. I think this is a complete, amazing website. I'm just making these video series now to show you how to do more with the website. So we're going to attempt to add more content, and we're going to do that on our demo site. If our kittens here will leave me alone and stop knocking things off my desk. So we've already added a phone number, and we're going to add some sub pages today that will fill in the 4 different pages aside from the home page in our navigation menu, which we set up in the original video. If we click on them, we can see they're very simple. They just serve the purpose they say they do. About Us tells people about your brand, couple photos, testimonials, and a button which can go to the services page. Sorry about that. That's the kittens, Leroy and Snowy. I don't know why my internet's so slow, but I'll look into it. And this is our services page. So really simple. Our work page shows our latest projects and some statistics, which can be different than the ones on the home page, or the same if you want, and a contact page with your pretty contact information and icons, and a contact form so people can send you a message and you don't have to show your email on the home page or on the contact page if you don't want. Alright, we're going to keep these pages simple, but you could add all the different widgets and features on the home page on these pages if you want them to be equally as amazing as the home page. We just want them to be simple and help people do what they say they'll do. So let's do it. Let's go to our demo site, and of course you'll be on your own domain name. I'm just on gregnarayan.com, which we set up. And let's log in. That's the first step. So yourdomainname.com/wp-admin and hit enter. Alright, then we can log in. And if you lost your password like I have momentarily, you can click lost your password and WordPress will re-email it to you, and then you can reset it. But I think my memory lapse is gone. Alright, and we're in. So congrats, by the way, for making it through our original video tutorial. It feels good to be here and to be done with all that. And now let's make our website do even more. First page we need is the About page. And if we click on Pages, we see we already have our pages. They're just blank because we set them up in the original video. So you can navigate to your About page first and close this. We can update the plugins later. Now once you're on the first page you want to edit, just click on the Page Builder tab, which will take us to our familiar Page Builder screen. It's just blank, unlike the home page, which has like hundreds of widgets in it. And now we can just click either widget or row. But if we click Add Widget, it'll automatically make a row. So save a click. And let's start with Site Origin Editor. So this is basically like what you would have in the Visual tab. It's just in widget page builder form, so we can drag it around and put it in the right place. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to make this About Us page right here. Not perfect, but I have run my own little user experience tests on these pages to make sure they'll get your message across and people will like them, for just about any brand you're building. Alright, so we first need the text. We can just copy it from just a demo. Copy. Open up the Site Origin Editor, and we can right click, paste that in. Alright, and now we need an image. To add an image to your text, just put your cursor in the upper left corner before the words start, and make a space, and then put your cursor above the text right here. Then click Add Media, and we can just add a simple image of me. That's me right there, driving through Europe on the right side. And we can choose the size, thumbnail. Or maybe better yet, we can choose medium so people get a little more of the image. Then for alignment, select left, which will make the text wrap around the image with the image off to the left. and leave the link set to none and click insert into page. Alright, so that's pretty cool. We have this like newspaper magazine like looking image, so it's sitting nicely nested in the text. But what we did on the demo site was we styled the image a little bit. So how do we create those cool borders? Well, we use a little trick called border radius. So if I edit this page on just a demo, we can see exactly what's going on. We'll click into the site origin editor, and we can see a little section that says style equals border radius, blah, 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 in the text tab. So visual tab, we see the image. Text tab, we see what's going on. So I'm going to put this in the copy paste me file below, and that way you can just copy this right from the website it's on. Just copy it from the copy paste me website and come back to your site. And then to set up this cool image border feature, we need to visit the text tab, and right before where it says SRC, which means source, just put your mouse and make a space there. And so make sure your mouse is like not touching anything, your cursor's not touching anything, and then paste. And that'll put in the style. All right, and then make sure there's enough space so the other section like SRC isn't being messed with. If it looks just like this, the part I've highlighted right here, you're good to go. You can also play around with the numbers here, and that'll create different borders or different angles on your image. It's the border radius CSS property, which is a nice little style feature we now know. And when we click visual, we'll see the image has that cool border. Looks kind of like a leaf. And click done. All right, the next widget we need to make is pretty simple. It's our testimonials. So back in the page editor for About Us, we can add row, make it just one column and insert. Click to select, click add widget, and now let's choose our testimonials, Sydney FP testimonials. All right, so when we click to open testimonials, it's gonna wanna have a title, and we can title this something different than the homepage. Real people, real progress. All right, and then we can put in a URL, text, and the most important part to look at is the slug for your category. If you have a ton of testimonials, then you might want them to show up in different places. You know, if it's like a certain type of testimonial for a show or another type of testimonial for an event or for your restaurant. And that way you can categorize the testimonials when you make them and then write in the specific category right here, like event or event one or whatever the category is. In our case, when we leave this part blank, it will show all of our testimonials, aka the same ones on the homepage. All right, so that's how that little slug/category area works. And we can just click done. Then our testimonial section needs to be full width, so let's hover on the wrench, or we could just click the wrench and open up layout and choose full width. Close layout, let's open up design and let's set a background color because the text will be white on a white background if we don't do this. And I'm just gonna try like a BA gray. All right, so it looks pretty good. You can obviously customize it to your liking, and we'll click done. All right, now let's complete this page before we update it so we can save everyone a little time going back and forth. Let's add row. One column's good. Click insert. Click to highlight. Drag it down. Click add widget and choose another site origin editor. Very good. All right, so this page, let's view the demo site again. It's just going to show another little about section. So you could have like, you know, about the first part of your business and then about the second part of your business. We'll copy the text. Open up the widget and just paste it in. I'm going to hit Command V. Great job. Now remember to add our image, we need to put our mouse in the upper left and give ourselves a space. And I like giving this little space so we know exactly where the image goes. Otherwise it might end up like in the middle of the text over here or something. All right, add media. And let's choose the image of the kittens right here. Now I want this one to be on the right side. And we can align it to the right to do that. Size medium is good, link to none is good, and insert in the page. So now the image will just go newspaper style on the right. Those are the little beasts in the background making noise right now, and if anyone has advice on how to train cats, I'm all ears. Sorry about that. So let's get the styling. In your case, you'll go to the copy paste me link, but in our case, right here, we can just open up the demo site. Copy the style equals border radius and come to text. Paste that in right before the SRC and make sure there's enough space. So in that case, like the SRC got removed, which would be very bad. I'm going to hit Command Z to undo. You just want to make sure there's enough space. So that looks good. A few spaces and paste. All right. And then check it out in visual. Looking good. We have the border effect now. And we'll click done. And lastly, we need one more row, add row. And this row is going to be a call to action. All right, so one column, insert, click to select, drag it down, add widget, and Sydney FP call to action. All right, beautiful widget, really simple. Love it. Let's click to open it, and we're gonna put our title right here. Actually, it's not gonna have a title because it's just gonna have a call to action. And this is gonna say, in all caps, ready to work with us. Click here to view our services. I'm not sure if this section auto capitalizes, but I don't think it does, so we put it in caps. For the link to the button, I want to get an actual link on our site. So we can open a new tab and you can punch in your domain name and get your site open in a new tab. And that way you can come up to the different pages you have and right click on one of them and then copy the link address so you don't need to type it in. Then when you come back to the editor, we can just right click, paste in link for the button. All right, save us a little time. And for title, we can just write out something like our services. Again, not quite remembering if this capitalizes automatically. We want to display the button inline with the text so it looks nice and clean, and click done. All right, so I think our About Us page is good, but there's one part I always forget, which is template. All right, so we want to make sure template is full width, and that'll get rid of our sidebar. And now let's update. All right, and view page. And we can see we have a fully functional About Us page with two different sections about our company, the testimonials, which could be different testimonials than on the homepage if you want, and then a nice little call to action. So that's pretty cool. And when people click that, they'll go to our services. All right, and this page looks a little bit goofy right now, but we're going to redesign the whole thing. We might want a little bit less white space at the bottom, which is understandable. To remove the white space above or below a widget like the call to action, just edit page and then edit the outer row. All right, and click layout and put a 0 on top bottom padding like I'm doing right here. Just put a 0 in there. That's all you got to do. Just click done and update. And now there will be like a lot less white space above and below that particular widget. Cool. All right, so next up is Contact Us page, where we're going to add your contact information and then a form that people can write their information into and send to your email. But is Contact Us up next? Ooh, if we look at the demo site, we see Services is up next, and that's because our menu is just off. We want to make the menu on the site we're making on gregandryan.com or whatever your domain name happens to be look like the menu right here on justademo.com because this structure is perfect for us. Home is most important, then About Us, and then Services, then Artwork, then Contact. And we left out the blog. All right, so everything is off. So what I'm going to do is add the blog page, show you how to re-add the blog page in the demo site. We can go to New, upper menu, New Page. New, Page, 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 New, All right, blog, and then publish. Little review here, and then hover on appearance and click menus. And it's a review because I'm losing my memory. And then select blog, add to menu. All right, save menu. Boom. Now our demo site menu is perfect. For some reason, people always put blog in the right corner, but you can put it wherever you want, for your own business's needs. All right, so now let's learn how to change the structure of our menu on the site we're making. To do that, you can hover on the dashboard button and click menus. All right, and then we need to select the main menu, not the social menu, and click select. Good stuff. And then we just need to do some dragging around and retitling or relabeling. So we want services as the third most important tab. And then we want contact in the second to last, and just to say contact. All right, that should do it. Let's save. So that's how you reorder your menu. Visit the site, and perfect. All right, now our menus match up at least. Okay, so let's click services and let's create this page. It just shows up as your services now, but why is that? Well, that's because this page is called yourwebsite.com or .net or .org/services. And the Sydney theme sort of puts the services there by default. These are all of our services on the page that just says services. And we can't even edit this page, which is so funny. Sometimes when you're making a WordPress site, you create a link that does something funny, and that's just because you happen to put the wrong words right here where I've highlighted. And the theme is just wanting to do something different instead of give you a page. So what we need to do to start editing our services page, because it won't let us edit it from the top bar because this is like a secret page or something, we need to go back to the dashboard, click dashboard, and then get to this page through the pages tab. So we're going to get at it by clicking the pages on the left and then clicking services. And now the first thing that we need to do is just make sure that this doesn't only say services. Let's click edit right by the permalink, and then let's just write in our services. R-services, like that. Click OK, and update. All right, so now let's view this site. And if we click on services, it automatically updated the link in our menu. Perfect. And now we have an actual page we can edit, which is what we should see. All right, so let me know if you see anything funny like that as you work through WordPress. It's definitely possible. Let's click edit page now at the top, and let's start adding in our services. So the first step, you might have guessed, is to click page builder, and then we can click plus widget. And now we're just going to add in our services type A, and click to open, and give it a title. And our title is going to be what we love, we love what we do. Boom. The second one is, and pass that love on to you. All right, so for the title, we love what we do, which will be all capitalized. And now let's make use of the slug and just put in the A. So it'll only grab our services with the category of A. And click done. And of course, there's like other options. You can make the services 2 columns instead of 3. You could put a button or all that stuff. And click done. All right, now add row, 1 column, insert. I don't know why it always chooses 2 columns right away. 1 column would be pretty smart, if it could learn that we like these 1 column rows. So let's click to select the row and add widget. Maybe someday. And now let's choose services type B. And let's open it. And for the title, and pass that love on to you. All right, so the second section sort of speaks with the first section. We just need to put a B in the slug area and click done. And before we update, make sure your template is full width to get rid of the sidebar. Now update the new Our Services page we just made and view it. And this page looks great. All right, so not bad. Next page we want to make is our work. You can see it's just a normal blank page now, nothing funny going on with the link. All right, and we can see on our demo site, our work shows the browser latest projects and the numbers. Pretty cool. So in this section, we're going to start with our latest projects. Let's come back and click Edit Page in the upper nav. And click Page Builder. All right, and now let's add widget. And make sure to choose the Sydney FP portfolio, which is one of my favorite widgets Sydney made for us. All right, and click to open and start with the title. Our latest projects. Or rather, browse. All right, nice action verb, browse our latest projects. And we can just click done. But before we're done with the latest projects, click the wrench and then layout. Remember, full width stretched and done. So it goes across the whole page. Now let's click add row. If we click add widget, it's gonna just append a widget to the current row. So like if I did that and chose like a post carousel, we don't want that widget in the row we're working on. We want a new row. That's why we need to click add new row. All right, one column, insert, click to select, click add widget. And now this is going to show some facts. You could do skills, which are like the moving bars, but we're going to do facts, which are the counting numbers. Click to open. All right, and now I'm just going to get the icons from our demo site so we don't have to go to Font Awesome. Even though that's fun, I want to save us a little time if we can. So I'll open the demo site, and we can see from the first fact icon, second fact icon, third fact icon, we have some really cool messages and icons to match them here. And we're just gonna copy in all of this right now. All right, so the title is "The Numbers Tell Our Story." And I guess I should move the keyboard a little closer here to the microphone or further so you don't hear me typing, but yeah. All right, and then completed projects to date, 50. For the icon, we have the area chart. So FA-area chart. Remember, you need those dashes in there and the FA for the icons to work. And these are just, details and facts that I'm guessing would work well on your business. So I hope you love them. Then we have number of new startups launched. Eight, and FA-light bulb O for startups, which is an O, not a 0. Then we have full-time employees hired. 43 in our make-believe company, and that would be the FA User Plus. So of course Font Icon has these icons which are just perfect for your messages. They know what you might want to say, and they've made icons for it. Countries where we do business, 12, FA Globe. All right, so that looks great. We'll just click done and see what we made. And make sure the template is full width. Not front page, full width, and update. Now view page. All right, and we can see we've made a pretty decent looking our work page. All right, so it's not the best our work page ever, but it does the job. And we can get those categories under our latest projects if we want. Edit page, open up the portfolio widget, and we need to just write in those categories here if we want to show them. All right, so those would be whatever categories you assign to your projects or your portfolio items. All right. View page. All right, so we're going to leave those out now. And let's move on to the contact page. That sounds important right now, so people can actually contact you about your events, your restaurant, your services. You can get quotes and your business can grow. So for the contact page, we need to edit at the top and click Page Builder. And we're going to add row. We're going to start with row because this row is 2 columns. All right, so Sydney got it right. And we're going to click Insert. Now highlight the left column and click Add Widget. And we're going to choose the contact info, which we haven't used yet. All right, Sydney contact info. Display your contact info. Select it, then click the Super Mario hand to open it. And this page can just be really simple. This section rather. We can see on the demo site it just says get in touch and then has some basic info. I'm going to copy that address right away to save a little time, which is the address of Chelsea Market, where I go work from time to time. And the title is Get in Touch. The address is wherever your physical address is. You can put that in, or you can just leave it blank if you don't want to put that. And a phone number, which is of course not my real phone number. All right, and then the email, which is my real email. And if you guys are stuck, you can send me an email. If I see it, I'll help right away. If I don't see it, it's quicker to post a YouTube comment though. All right, and done. And update. To save our progress, we're going to update and view page. All right, so that's great. We're obviously going to get rid of the sidebar, but how do we center the content, and more importantly, how do we add in that contact us form we see on justademo.com? To do that, we need to add in a new plugin. So remember, plugins extend the functionality of WordPress. They help us do more. So we're doing more with a plugin. And the plugin we need is called Contact Form 7. All right, and I'll show you why right now. Let's come back to the site we're building, click to the dashboard, and let's click Plugins. And while you're here, it's always good to update if you're prompted to. Keep your site safe and secure and running as fast as possible. And then let's just click Add New. All right, and do a search for Contact Form. Click Enter. There's like a million of them, so we don't want any of these ones. They're not as good. Put in a 7, and then it'll find the right one, which is Contact Form 7 with 1 million plus installs. Click Install. And click Activate. And the reason we want this plugin is because it comes with a pre-made contact form which just plain works. And we like when things just plain work great. Alright, so let's click Settings on Contact Form 7. And the shortcode for the pre-made contact form is set up for us. You just need to click once over here to highlight. We can click once to highlight. Then copy. Then come back to the page so we can visit Pages, Contact Us, and we can click to select the right column, Add Widget, Site Origin Editor because we're going to paste in some short code or some text. Anytime you want to paste in something, use the Site Origin Editor or just a plain text widget. Open it up, and now we can just paste in the short code from the plugin. Paste. Great job. Let's click Done and Update. And let's view page. And we can see right away the form is showing perfectly. And in fact, it works. All right. So if someone uses this form now, then it'll send you a message right to your email. And that means you don't have to show your email on the front end if you don't want to show this email. This form is a good way to do that and accomplish all your goals. But someone's not going to use this form if this page doesn't look perfect, so let's make it look perfect. Edit page. Let's choose the full width template to get rid of the sidebar. Let's give this section a title so people know what to do with it. Open it up and write in drop us a note. And then to center this form, we can go to the text tab, and I'll show you how to write in a little hard code, I guess they call it. We're hard editing the code. just write in an open alligator, then the word center, if I could type, and then close alligator. And then after the part of shortcode or text that you want to center, you have to write in alligator, then / center alligator to close that hard code. And click done. We can do the same for contact info by centering it. We just can use the design area, I believe. No, not in design. Where is it? Layout? No. Where is it? Center the contact info. How is that done? Oh, it is. All right, so in design, we can click content alignment center. Perfect. Done, and update. And now with those few extra changes made, our contact us page looks perfect. All right, guys, amazing job. The last page in this video in the series of doing more with our website is the blog page. So we've already made this page for blog. It just says blog. And like we could manually add posts here by copy pasting them in and then adding the image and styling it and putting a title. But who wants to do that? Especially when you have like 10 or 20 blog posts. Who wants to paste in a new post each time? So what we do is we make this page our post page, and then WordPress knows to put all of our blog posts here. All right, so to set that up, click back to the dashboard. You can always click dashboard too if you'd rather, but I just like clicking where the little dashboard icon is. And come down to settings, reading. This is a really powerful setting. And so just like we made the front page displays, a static page, front page, right here. The front page is the front page. Just like we did that at the beginning of the original video, now we want to say what the post page is. And by declaring the post page as blog, which is just a page called blog that we made in pages, by doing that, when we save changes now WordPress is going to know to put all of our posts on whatever page we chose, which is of course blog. I mean, if you chose our work, then all the blog posts would show up on the our work page. But we want the blog to have the posts. So save it. Now view the site, and now by clicking blog, just by doing that, you've created yourself a fully functional, beautiful looking blog on WordPress. All right, so a website with blog functionality. And of course, using the different tricks in the blog post editor, you can change how much text shows up here. And you can edit these other little features too if you want. If you want to remove something like this date, or leave a comment area, or make them bigger, just drop me a note in the comments and I'll explain to you how to do that. Alright folks, that does it for this video. Please make sure to rate the video and post a comment so that I can hear from you and answer any questions, and then we can all make even better websites by talking about them. Hope you enjoyed all these subpages, and if you're still skipping through the original video, that's fine. Take your time. Just remember that when you have momentum and you're building a website, it's important to seize that momentum, and not lose it. And that'll help you get the website done sooner. All right, so thanks for watching. Really enjoyed making it for you. In the next video, we're going to learn how to do even more with your brand new website. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. See ya.